Beautiful, beautiful. Great to have everyone here. If you're watching this recorded, thanks for watching, and tell everyone about the trust. A lot of people watch this and already have the trust. So, post a link on social media if you want other people to have the same wonderful, incredible life that you have from using this trust. That's how to do it. Show it to people. That's all. Just help them out. Okay, so the trust crash course. Here we go. What's it about? What is it? What's up? Okay, Liberty Aid Academy. That's where I'm at the Liberty Aid Academy, libertyaidacademy.org. Okay, it's an online school, and this in this school there's a trust course. Okay, McCagg Mastery Trust. My last name's McCagg. Anyway, it's copyrighted. All of it's copyrighted information and proven to work since 2016. No issues for anyone. Yay. So, what does this course teach? It teaches how anyone can use a trust. And that trust, as soon as you start it, right, get a bank account, what have you, it's not all right, Jar. Hey there. It's it's a trust. You have a bank account, operate with money, do anything you want. Okay, debit card, teach you how to get credit cards, and everything for the trust. No matter what you do financially, because of the structure of this trust, all right? Doesn't matter what you do. It's not action based, it's structure based. No reporting of taxes to the IRS forever. No paying taxes to the IRS forever. That's anyone, business, personal. There's no distinctions like that. It's just you get a trust, you run all money through it, no taxes to the IRS. And the IRS is the one, obviously, right? If you don't pay taxes to the IRS, they give the status, right, that allows that 501c3 status without application. Okay, so Liberty Aid Academy, you pay a fee, you get this online course, and you study at your own rate. Could be you could open up a trust in as short as a couple days, or you could take a couple months if you want. Like take your time. I recommend go at your own pace that you're comfortable. That's all. If you like to get things done quickly and this is all proven, everything's cool. You do it in a few days, but I don't know. I take a little longer, I guess, myself. I like to process things a little bit, and when I opened the trust, it took me a little while. I wasn't following anybody's, previous methods or anything like that. It just took me a little while. So, it's new information that you're going to get online in your course, and so, take your time with it. That's all. Okay, so let's go into the trust. This is a trust crash course. And as I do it, right, you can ask any questions in chat. Go ahead. I'm here live. People are like, wait a minute. Never pay taxes. What? Never report taxes. This guy's got a screw list. Now I'm just an accountant. I just happen to be a really good accountant. Okay? This is all copyrighted. All the proof is online from all our students, all these testimonials. Every testimony we have has a notarized affidavit with it that it's real. No other school has that. Okay? So let's get into this. If you have any questions, just hey, in chat, just like throw it out. All right. So trust crash course. All right, that was a little overview. What is Liberty Aid Academy? Liberty Aid Academy is a school founded to make our students' lifestyle as easy and problem free as possible. That's right. Focusing on financial freedom through easy to use methods that are all legal. Our methods reduce the amount of money you spend every day by legally not having to pay income, inheritance, or property taxes. And let me tell you, that's just the start. There's so many other good things to come, right? So you open this trust, right? You get a bank account, go get a bank account. Oh, hey, got a bank account. And so it's for any individual, any business. Yeah, your business won't change at all. If you want to be like, oh, I don't want to pay taxes for my business, hey, no problem. Your business isn't going to change on the front end at all in any manner whatsoever how you do business to anyone. You're simply changing the payment gateway and the bank account, nothing else. And you could use the same ones you're using, like, oh, I bank at blah. Okay, well, go get a trust account there. Oh, I get paid through Stripe. Oh, okay. Well, just apply with Stripe for this trust. They approve it, and then that's it. Okay, and that's it. That's all back end. Doesn't take long at all stuff for your business or personally, whatever. No IRS payments for the rest of your life after that. Period. Don't matter, business, personal, whatever. It's that simple. That's it. Okay. All right. And what allows this? People are like, oh, this is like, what? This is too good to be true. No, it's not. It's just all black and white. The wealthy elite are doing this. That's why the presidents are like, well, I can't show my taxes. Well, yeah, you don't have any to show, so you can't show. Pretty simple. So this is a part of the IRS code. A lot of people call it, but it's really a section of the United States Code. It's Chapter 26 is what people call the IRS code. All right. And this is Section 508 in it. Special rules with respect to Section 501c3s or organizations. Great. Special rules sounds fantastic. New organizations, I'm just going to read this, okay, watch. New organizations must notify the Secretary that they're applying for recognition of 501c3 status, except as provided in subsection C. Great. So that means, what did that just say? You have to apply to the IRS to be a nonprofit that doesn't pay taxes. Great. Fantastic. Okay. But even those that apply to, get 501c3, they still got to report and stuff. So this is way better than that. So no application process. And the next code section we're going to read is about you don't pay taxes. Okay. So stay with me. We're going to go down into the exceptions area. Mandatory exceptions. Subsection A, B. Oh, okay. Everyone heard of A, right? Churches. Yeah. Oh, okay. They don't get taxed. Okay, cool. Comma. They're integrated auxiliaries. Comma and conventions. Comma and double separation. So conventions, great, isn't a church or associated churches. So a convention, a trust falls under the what convention means. We'll do that in a second. So it has its own slide. All right. So this is never report taxes. Yippee. Section 6033 of the IRS code. And this one starts off with except instead of like blah, 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 except. All right. So except as provided in paragraph 3. Oh, okay. Right down here. Okay. Okay. Except these things, which, see, and let's keep reading a little bit. Every organization exempt from taxation must, under Section 501, must file an annual return. Oh, okay. Great. Except, right? Let's go back to except. And here we are, mandatory exceptions. Here it is. Churches, their integrated auxiliaries, and conventions or association of churches. So 3 church things and convention. What's a convention? It's just agreement between 2 parties. And there are 3 parties in a trust. There's grantor, trustee, and beneficiary. You don't have to name a beneficiary. An individual can hold the both parts of a trust. So grantor and trustee. You could hold it yourself. That's it. So yeah, this fits. This works for everyone. No problem. So we got a question. Lewis Point. Okay. Jack, can other individuals donate to your trust or foundation to lower their own taxes? Potentially there are rules, right? There are no rules with a trust. You never report, you never pay, period. But the question is, let's see, also, do you still have the education on how to clean up your personal credit? I don't put it out on a website because it's hard to keep. The bankers give a payment gateway to any website, and they won't give one if I teach. If it's all written out on the website about, I can't use the word credit, can't use the word debt on my website ever. Means anyone that uses the word credit or debt on their website is fake and doesn't help anyone. So I had to stop that to be able to help people with the trust. So what I'm doing is I'm going to move that information to the mentor program that's currently going on, and it'll show up in there at some point. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing specific topics week by week, and eventually it's going to be in there. I'm just covering it. And then I'm doing it live now every week. And then when I've covered all topics, that'll be the mentor course in total. But right now you can do it monthly. So I already did this once a couple of years ago, but after this whole, oh, we changed the world up and stuff like that, I'm doing it, because there's some changes from that. Not that many, but some. And I also am doing it for another, like to re-index it. I'm doing an individual topic per week and per video. And I'm going super in depth. So, there are no questions basically on that topic because I'm filling out forms. I'm doing everything. It's nothing like my public videos, okay? So that's going to be in there, and so much other information is in there. You have to have the trust and Business Finance 101 to be approved to get into the mentor program. So it's just because that's everything else. I'm going to teach everything in there, leaving nothing out, making everyone an expert. So you don't need me, and you can run your life. Yay, that's what the private trust is for. Teach you how to use it. Go use it. Enjoy your life. That's it. And I'm here if you need me, but that's my goal as an educator, as an accountant. You don't need an accountant ever again. You have your own information. You never pay taxes, never report. That's the best accountant right here. Hey, come on. Because this works and everyone needs it. You see what I'm saying? There's never going to be a shortage of people that need a trust. Everyone wants to get out of taxes, but it's just like a snowball effect. It's been going on for 5 years now. And, it just keeps gaining momentum. And so I see, I help people get out of debt and stuff for years. But what happened was at the end of that, you clean up your credit and so on. Great. But then how do you protect everything? You see what I'm saying? So this trust is really the place to start. You see, you want to have everything safe over there before you go fight the banksters on debt and blah, blah, right? So this is always the first thing to do. Okay. Each meeting, each video, each week, it's different lengths of time. It's not about length. It's about just showing absolutely everything in there that you need to know. So it's once per week, usually on Friday-ish, around there. So I try to get it ready in case people have time on the weekend. Thinking like that. So, okay. I'm going to go back to Lewis Boyd's first point, okay? And just complete that thought because it was a good question, okay? And thank you for it. So, what's kind of behind that question, Lewis, I think is maybe this. Maybe I'm wrong, but correct me if I'm wrong, okay, please. But it's like, hey, this is a 501c3. So can we give people a letter to get, reduce their taxes? Absolutely. Yes. You donated blah, blah, blah to the blah, blah, blah trust. And, it's a 501c3, has 501c3 status. So, use this if it helps you on your taxes, that kind of thing. You're welcome to give them some for the amount that they donated. Absolutely, 100%. The trust can do that. Yes. But how that mitigates taxes and those rules, or I don't help people with taxes and stuff. I teach you how to get out of it. So I don't know what those rules are. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, how much can you reduce taxes? And so I don't know. But yes, completely legal to do so because it's a 501c3. So you could do that like any other 501c3. I just want to make sure I delivered that point properly. Okay. Good question. Thank you, Lewis. Social Sigma. Yes. Social Sigma. That's so funny. Uh, social, yeah. But you can't mix personal income with this trust account, correct? Have to pay taxes on the benefits of privileges a job, right? Not necessarily. It depends on the situation. Okay, you're running a person, you're running a trust. If you use this trust, your person is a business. You're given it at birth, right? It's a corporation. Call a straw man, call it a person, call it corporate soul, whatever. It's a business. Do you see? And it's a corporation. It's got paperwork, a 9-digit number, all capital letter name. It's a corporation. People, what did Nelson Rockefeller say? 42nd president of the United States. The secret to success is to own nothing and control everything. Right? Well, people can't own anything. It's a very clever little statement, but your person can own things. An LLC can own things. A trust can own things. You see what I'm saying? People can't. People run businesses. They're not businesses. They control things, right? But they don't own them. Businesses do. It's impossible to own anything. Do you follow that? So you're talking about mixing the person rules of taxes, which only apply to the person, that they apply to the trust. They don't. You see what I'm saying? You're running two businesses. How I recommend you run two businesses: put everything in the trust or use a trust. Right? Your person, you wanna give it no bank account, no assets, no nothing, right? And then go get an EBT card and every other thing you can get, and on and on and on with the benefits, right? So, uh, if you're in a situation where you're working for money for someone, and you had to fill out a W-4, and then you get a W-2 at the end of the year, you could only put the business called the person in there for that type of situation of making money. You cannot use a trust. You could put all the money in the trust afterwards, but it won't help mitigate the taxes because you can't fill in the trust on a W-4. But you can fill out a trust on a W-9. So if you're an independent contractor or whatever like that, or if you have a business, or anything after that, right? Somebody just pays you money of any kind for any reason whatsoever, no taxes, no reporting. You see what I'm saying? Because you're just going to use a trust. So, and in the mentor program, of course, I teach how to get from, out of that job situation and into the W-9 and then on, because people need that information. How do I do that? If you haven't done it, I teach you how. That's part of the mentor program too. Okay, so I hope I covered what you were asking about there, social. I didn't want to over talk it, but there you go. Okay, Dara, I got it? Great. Lewis, great. Okay, good. Okay, so keep asking great questions if they come up. Thank you for this. All right, so with the trust, let's go to the next slide here. What can you put in a trust? Any money, right? You could go get a bank account at a bank. Yay. Put all the money in there. It's not mine. It's a trust. I'm just trustee. It's not mine. Ha. I got the debit card though. So what's the difference? Any kind of money, and also liquid assets. Okay, not just money, but like stocks, bonds, crypto. You could get an account like a Schwab or Coinbase or blah blah blah. Right? You get it with your trust. Okay, and so everything in there non-taxable, non-reporting, forever. Okay. What else? Anything with a title, like your car, like you have a trucking business. All the trucks go in the name of the trust. Great. A mobile home, put it in the name of the trust. And so on down the list of anything with a title in the DMV, a boat, trailer, right? Okay, that could go to the trust name. Yay. Your home, yeah. Any real estate could go in a trust like this, right? Any real estate here. Oh, put in the name of the trust instead of the name of your person or LLC or what have you, right? You put the real estate in the name of the trust, and then you can go down to the county and apply for tax exemption, real estate tax exemption. What? Yes. So any real estate can do that. Industrial, commercial, residential, whatever. That could all happen with the trust, right? Okay. What else could go in a trust? Like I explained it in the opening, but any business, right? Any business, just all you're going to do, nothing happens on the front end with your clients, your business, nothing changes, nothing, not anything, zero. All you're changing is the bank account and the payment gateway, and that's it. You just apply the trust agent, nothing happened to your business, nothing on the front end. This is completely invisible to everyone. Okay, and so really, you can get a bank account. You just, you know, you donate for the course, right? At our school, you get a link and your email. Oh, great! Go sign up. Get into your online library. It's just sitting there waiting for you. Go study real quick. You could do this in one day if you want. Well, like I said, take your time or whatever. It's self-directed study. Do it to your own comfort level, your own speed. But it doesn't, necessarily have to take long at all. We just made it really simple, you see? So you just go in, get it done correctly, and you're done. We didn't want to waste your time. There's other, it's jam packed with extra information and stuff like that, okay? You get a whole nother course with it. Business Finance 101 teaches you how to get credit for the trust. You also get two Zoom meetings with me, unlimited email, a bunch of stuff, whole bunch of information. You can continue your study with the information we give you, for sure. I recommend after you get your trust open and stuff like that you get in the mentor program. But, uh, your trust is open. That's it. That's it. Rest of your life, not reporting taxes, not paying taxes. So, I mean, that's the goal. And you can do it super quick, right? You're like, okay, Jack, great code and all that, but where does it say that where does it say from the government? No, apply, and you get 501c3 status. Wow. In a great place, actually, for the bankers of the government, the SBA, right? The ones who just helicopter buddy oh, here comes the helicopter buddy, right? SBA, here's a PPP and the idea. So whatever they say goes, right? In black and white. Here it is, SBA. You could Google this right now if you want to, and a PDF will pop up. What I'm going to read is on page 2 of that document. It would be SBA, right? We're going to Google SBA, and then these exact words right here, faith-based organizations, FAQ. This PDF will pop right up. This is on page 2. But anyway, I'm going to read it, okay? The last sentence is what I'm going to read is going to spell it out, but the lead up is wonderful too. So it's like, we're going to hit the crescendo in the last sentence, so hang with me. Okay, frequently asked questions regarding participation of faith-based organizations in the PPP and EIDL program. Great, okay. How will churches qualify if they've not been informed of tax-exempt status by the IRS? Oh, okay, that's churches. And then we got a whole nother separate sentence for not churches, right? Organizations, like a convention, great, or a trust, wonderful. So, do organizations have to request and receive tax-exempt status, or just meet the requirements of 501c3 status to be eligible? What a great question. And they quote from the IRS code that I already read twice, right? Churches, and then they do add a parentheses to hide it, but it's churches, comma, integrated auxiliaries of churches, comma, and conventions or association of churches. Lifted, word for word for the code, right? Qualify for PPP and EIDL loans as long as they meet the requirements of Section 501c3 of the IRS code and all other PPP and EIDL requirements. Oh, here's the big sentence. Such organizations, don't say churches, right? Such organizations are not required to apply to the IRS to receive tax-exempt status C26 United States Code 508C1A. That's it. Don't mix it up now, okay? This isn't a 508 trust. This is a private trust, right? With 501c3 status. Follow me? It's not a 508. A lot of people say that. No. This has 501c3 status. That's it. It's a non-profit. It's a 501c3. Just use that verbiage that everyone understands, because guess what? It's correct. It's true. It's what it says right here from the SBA and the IRS. So use the terminology that everyone understands that Lewis asked about. Can you tell everyone I can give you a tax-exempt piece of paper and all that stuff? Yes, absolutely. No problem. Write it off on your taxes and all that. Yes. So how is this school different from every other school? Well, it's an online school. We have great support and so on. That's like really pretty much any school right now. But what makes us different than every other school? This is the only school, not like, all them crappy schools like a university or freaking college, right? Oh, they all have like fake information. Why? Because they don't have testimonials with a notarized affidavit for every testimonial of everyone saying their outcome was phenomenal. And if you haven't watched the testimonials that we have, they will blow your mind. Literally. I mean, it happens to everyone. Everyone watches this information, reads about it a little bit like that. They go to the testimonials, and then their mind is blown because it's like, oh my God, it's just regular people. And not only does the trust open and all this stuff, but you'll see all this unfolding of all this incredible other things that happen for people. You have to go watch the testimonials; it'll blow your mind. That's what makes us different from everyone. People ask me, oh, what about, sovereignty, all these other stupid online ideas, like there's a pot of gold waiting at the end of the rainbow. Like the government's not really evil, we're secretly great, and we're hiding money for you. No, they're not. They're not secretly good. They're evil on the surface. You scratch a tiny bit, and that's all you find, right? Pure through and through. So, no, they're not saving anything. Oh, we have proof. My proof is posted that this trust work from 2016. Proof posted. Same with the clients. All my proof. I go first, then I copyrighted it, then show everybody how to do it. Everything's cool. No problem whatsoever. Not ever for anyone. You see what I'm saying? That level of testimonial. No other school has it. No university, no lawyer, no accountant, no college, none of them. They don't have it. Why? Because they're all fake. You could also, like I said, a course comes with it. The business finance course, how to get credit, right? Oh, trust could have credit. Yeah, you could go get a preferred card at Chase. I mean, my God, what a great credit card, right? 4% back with a multiplier, right? 4% back on online advertising. Just no one beats that. And you get, you may not know this, but we teach you this in the information you get. But a business credit profile has a whole different credit profile, okay? You could make a credit profile for your trust where it's actually, in business credit, it's actually good to keep balances on your cards and all this stuff. And they give way higher credit limits on business credit cards and have much lower annual fees for the perks. Like a preferred card is $95 a year. Is by far the best credit card in America, in my opinion. For anyone doing business, it's amazing. So we teach you how to get credit cards and all of those. That all comes with the trust. Is teaching you how to get credit. Okay. Where can you bank? Any bank, really. Some don't do trusts and stuff like that, but that's really rare. And some don't. Some say, "Oh, we don't do this type of trust," but it's super rare. Basically, start at the bank where you're currently banking, and then I give a list of banks to use. Like, why not bank in a place where they give great credit cards, business credit cards? You see what I'm saying? Like, don't put your money through there unless they're going to extend good credit. That's the way I look at it. So that makes Chase number one. They're not in every state, but they're in both states and so on. And so on down the line. Convenience, you know what I mean? Whatever made your bank convenient to you, keep banking with them. Let me see if anybody got another stuff. Hey, people, right? Hector, okay, I did miss a few things. I'm on the last slide there, so I'm just about other courses there, but let's get into what people say. Joseph Neal, Jack, enjoy your trust. Great. You still teach how to get free homes. I will end up putting that in the mentor program. So it's not a video in there yet, but it will be. At what time you sell it? Yes, I was. That's true. But what happened is the bankers got wind of it, and so they had to close Earth to make up COVID and stuff like that. Because I, did what you said. Taught everyone how to get any home for free. So I taught that, and then they did. Oh, we got a virus. We don't want the truth spreading. Ah! I bet you don't. So, all right. Nete Colvin. I hope I say your name right. I'm not familiar with that name, so excuse me if I did. Does the trust require a separate TIN or EIN? Yeah. No. What? Then the business. No, 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 no. Oh boy, that's it. That's let me unravel that ball of yarn there. Okay, a business is a piece of paper, a corporation, right? I mean, you have it in your mind that you're serving people and stuff like that. That's the real business, right? But what makes it legal as a business and stuff is a couple pieces of paper that allow you to open a bank account. That's it. You see? And then your business is whatever you do for people and stuff. That's not going to change. You see what I'm saying? So whatever you have now, I have a personal account for all the business I do. Okay. You're gonna replace that. Oh, I have an LLC for account for that, blah blah blah. You're gonna replace it. You're going to replace whatever bank account you use with the trust bank account, and whatever payment gateway or gateways you use, you simply reapply for them in the name of the trust, and they go straight into your bank account, and that's it. It's a very small, easy to do, back end thing to your business that you never repeat, and it makes it so you never ever pay the IRS a single penny and never ever report. Plus, it's a 501c3 organization, so we're talking about business, right? Like I just posted a video proof that I got state tax exemption, which has to be applied for the trust. That's possible, and on and on and on with all the possibilities you can do with it. Okay, so you're simply replacing. I hope I explained that right. Let me know if I did it, but it's really simpler than people make it out. Okay, Hector. If you have different names on your ID and Social Security card, what names should be used? I imagine the notary would assist on the ID she is looking at. I would say, yeah. I would say, just the first and last name of the corporation. It's not your name, right? It's a corporation name. So, and just, yeah, whatever you have ID for, like that, totally. Dar, is mentoring different from before? Not really. Where students have to catch up on what you've already taught. Yep. No. Where you teach certain info with it. It is structured. I just do a video. I explain it. I instruct on a video, and you can watch it at any time you want to watch. And it's going to be indexed by the topic. It'll be one topic per video. So that's different about the way it was previously. Before I did multiple topics, so it was hard to like find maybe exactly what you're looking for. I'm doing exactly one topic at a time per week, and I'm going super in depth. I honestly, I have almost gotten. I think I might have gotten all these couple months I've been doing it now. I think I might have gotten zero questions. Honestly, honestly. So we're actually today we expanded it from 10 people to 50 people. Anyone can get the mentor program now that has the trust and the business finance model. Anyone can get in there now. We open it up. So, and then at the end of this, it's live now. I do this weekly. At the end of it, it'll be bundled into a mentor course. Okay? All right. Astral A. What's up, Colby? Anthony. Lots of echo. Well, that's not a good thing. Lots of echo. I had somebody say that last time. What is going on, Mr. Microphone? With your echo? Is anyone else getting echo? Okay. That's cool. Oh, yeah, so simple makes sense. Great. Thanks. Next question. Cool. I got the first one right. Can you file 1041 for the trust for credit refunds? Credit refunds. Credit refunds? That don't make sense, actually. Credit refunds. I've never heard of a refund being given to a business. that you didn't pay for first. You follow me? Now, like if you're filing for your person, right, that business, you could be like, oh, the person qualifies because children or, to get some money back from it, like whatever that COVID money they were given or something like that. you know, it doesn't work that way with businesses and the trusts. You have to pay something and then you can get it back. But you're not out there paying the IRS anywhere. You see what I'm saying? What you're so that there's no reason that I can see to file a 1041. It's not required, and I don't know of any credit refunds that exist. I've never heard of that. So, name one. I I don't think they exist. So, uh, what else was I going to say about that? Oh, part of that, what you're thinking about maybe is like state taxes. It works that way, but IRS taxes doesn't work that way because you're going to think about it. You're like going to the gas pump. You have to pay for the gas. Part of it was taxes. So you write to the state and get a refund. I mean, I guess federal taxes is like that with gasoline. You know what I'm saying? So there might be a way to do it like that. You see what I'm saying? But it's so rare. It would be such a niche situation. But, you know, maybe. I've never had it seen it come up. Okay. Darcy's good. Hazardable tax rollover credits. What are those? This is a non-taxable trust or no taxes. I don't know where you get it. All right. Yeah. Try to ask that question again because maybe I did answer it. But if not, go next question. I love questions. No one's ever been able to stump me. Not one time. Not ever. Never. So do your best. You know what I'm saying? Because it helps everyone out. You had this on your mind. Great. Let me answer for you. It's actually what you are working with this, and I created it, right? Based on that watching what the wealthy elite were doing. So I was like, oh, I could do that, and then did it. And then after that, now I'm doing it for 5 years. I invented it. I'm out there doing it. I didn't copy anyone else's work. I just was like, oh, this is what they're doing, and I was like, saw what they were up to, using trust, but I didn't have a trust to go by or nothing like that. I just had to do it. So that took a while. And then I had to sit around and be like, do I really want to try this? And I did. So, anyway. Okay, so what other courses do we have? Like I said, we have the business finance course, which teaches you how to get credit for the trust, but that comes with the trust now. Okay, so it's not like you can't pay for it again, nothing like that. Okay, but for a few years when we were teaching this, right, we weren't bundled together. Okay, so for those people that haven't got it, we still have it available. You could get just the business finance course. Okay. Advising sessions, you pick you donate, and then half hour, an hour of my time, we talk on Zoom. You get a link for the recording, answer everything you got. Anything on your mind, hit me. I am here for that. One after another, question. Write them all down. Let's go. I love it. And then people go so far when they do that, or that's training that just, because some of my time comes with a course too, right? Two advising sessions come 2.5 hours come with the trust, because obviously you may need to get oriented. Oh, but my situation is this. You know what I'm saying? Great, we'll talk it through, and But once we get that kind of overview dialed in for you, rarely do people need much of my time. You know what I'm saying? They just off they go. And when I was talking about the mentor program, we're doing it from scratch. You can get it. All right. I can't advise it more strongly. You're not going to believe it, the stuff that's in there. I say, oh, you can get a BBT. Well, I go through the form. This is how you fill in every blank. And on and on and on with all the forms to fill out and get the benefits and blah, blah, blah. It's all in there. Okay. So That's a great something else. The idea of keeping all your receipts to get refunded for all spent theory. Oh, yeah. I already talked about this. Oh, goodness. That's hilarious that they're gonna courts are fake, right? Every load is that's given out, right? Every load is collected illegally. The bank never signs. There's no contract, so every foreclosure happens illegally, and they know it. I've done 50 court cases against the bankers, more than any human alive, right? And let me tell you what, they're not waiting to refund your money. Say to say it, no way. You don't know what you're up against, but I'm telling you, they don't do that. You're misunderstanding your situation. Let me tell you, I'm going to go into that again. All this, ACHers and they're saving my money at the end of that rainbow. I know they are. No, they're not. They're spending it themselves. They just give a crap about themselves. You follow me? They don't care about that. But let's talk about truth, because this comes up every single time. I do the trust crash course Monday at noon and Thursday at 7 p.m. Okay, so this comes up literally every single time I do this. Okay, someone asks about a method. Oh, hey, what about this special thing that's going on the internet and so on like that? Sovereignty, all this, just absolute nonsense. I post proof, then I teach how to do it. What do? They have a great story and they got no proof. That's it. Harvard doesn't have proof. Doesn't have proof of any outcomes for a student. There's no testimonials at Harvard. No, don't have it. There's no, and absolutely from there on down, from what's supposed to be the best school onto the online, some guy, some Freemason's like, oh boy, guess what I did? Okay. And he goes, there you go. He or she is on to this blah 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 blah. Made up story. This is what humans do. Okay, that's not human. That's some evil possessed creature, right? Because here's what humans do. This is what I did. Here's the proof of my outcome. I beat the bankers, right? I posted my NDAs. I posted my checks. I posted everything that I beat them. Then I taught people how to do it. Same with the trust. I posted proof. Look, I opened a 501c3 trust. I did it myself. Now I can teach it. And so all the people like the 18 USC 8 and blah, 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 never have proof. Never. And every single individual gets caught in that trap. And then I have to extricate them, like I'm doing now. Literally, every time I do this trust crash course, I have to have this talk. So we're under my control, but I'm helping you remove it. You see what I'm saying? Unplug. Blink. And go for proof from now on. That's it. You gotta think about it. Once everything you have is in a trust, it's totally safe. Why? The wealthy elite use trust. You can't even go to court on a trust. Nothing's going to happen to your money at that point. But up until then, you're totally, under their made-up laws system, right? Where everything is fake. And they know how much money you have in your bank account, and if you're not total line, they just take it out. They are. So many foreclosures I've heard about from older women that their husband died and they paid off the house and they just foreclosed on it anyway. That's where we live. There's hiding secret money. I'm sorry, but I really have to go into this because every time this mind control, it never ceases. Every time I do this. Okay. This is not against you, Nate, nothing like that. You follow me? It's just I have to deal with this. Okay. Just so everyone gets, mind control, be gone. All right. Hector, thanks, Jack. Okay. With filing business paperwork, we should fill it out as a 501c3. Right. Not a trust. No, it's a trust and it's a 501c3. It's not either or. Okay. Last question. Hey, you can keep asking questions, John. Your questions are good. Keep it up. Really. You're cool. I was in a previous mentoring program. Great. 60 sub monthly. I would get that rate. It's 177 a month. And it's so cheap for what I put in there. That's it. Should we use the word trust in the business trust name? It's required by law. That's why you know the ego we trust is a trust. Because by law, at every Secretary of State, there's special rules for the two words bank and trust. You can't use the word bank or trust unless it's a bank or a trust. And you have to use the word trust as the last word in the name. Blah, 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 trust. Blah, 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 trust. Blah, trust. Blah, 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 trust. You cannot use the word trust in any marketing of any kind that could be confused with the name of a business. Why? Because people think it's a trust. That's why you know the guy we trust is a trust. That's why I looked it up, and you can too right now. Just Google Dun & Bradstreet, Pennsylvania, guy we trust / USA Inc. That's what you would call the government. Yeah, there it is in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia, right? And there it is. So that's a trust, and it has a DBA / means DBA. Oh, I guess that's for wait. I gotta think backwards. That's forward because I'm reversed here. That's forward / a / means DBA. What is a DBA? It's a second name for your business that you're legally allowed to use because you registered it. Right? It's only for surreptitious businesses. DBA is not needed for any other reason. DBA means doing business as. It's a abbreviation, which means you have two names for the same business at the same time. Okay? Okay. Okay, the online form for what, Hector? And you should email those kind of questions. You follow me? Get a written answer. Don't. You see, I can't relate it to a form. You didn't give enough information. Take photos of it, send it in. We'll get you the right answer. It's hard to do, detailed. How do I fill out a form? Step 3-7B on chat. Okay, so we're here to help you, of course. So just send an email. I know you're good at, getting information. So you need an online forum. We have a great private online forum at the school, which is fill it up with great questions. And I love jumping in there and writing an answer and stuff like that. It's wonderful. It's helping a lot of people. So if you haven't seen that at your current student, you got to get in there. Okay. Joseph Neal. I have my wife as co-trustee. Good. But she is disabled, and her payments. No, she's not disabled. No, she's not. No, she isn't. Her person has the status of disabled. She isn't. And her person's payments go into her personal checking account, not the trust account. Well, you just switch the, where it's deposited, you switch the accounting number and routing number, it goes into the trust, and that's it. Yeah, that's recertified. Yes, you're running two businesses, Joseph. Okay, you're talking about your trust and your person, and a third business, right? Now you have three. Your person and your wife's person, right? Your wife's person has disability status and is getting money to her person for that. Great. But you can have it directly deposited into the trust. No problem. No problem. That's no problem. Whatever. Right? And so if her person qualifies under the rules with getting a disability check to also get food stamps, then yes, you can fill it out and get it. Yeah. Just fill it out and see if you can get it. That's it. Okay? That's all. All right. Good question. I hope you get that concept. It's not that complicated. It's different businesses, you know, you're operating, you and your wife are now operating three businesses at least, right? A trust, and you're two persons, okay? And so you're making the most out of them, right? Yeah, get any benefits and all that kind of stuff. Wonderful. Hector, for sure. Good. Because Hector, I want to get your answer right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about exactness and stuff like that. But listen, don't worry about forms that much. Whatever the form is, it don't matter that much. Why? Because if you don't get it right, they're going to let you know. Oh, hey, we didn't approve it because of blah. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know which one to check. I checked this one instead. You see what I'm saying? It ain't no big deal. Either way, really. We're happy to help. You see what I'm saying? But don't feel like there's some whatever about it. They don't have clear instructions and stuff like that. They just have boxes to click on or whatever, right? So, and we'll help you with that, no problem. But just just yourself, I'm saying, as your trustee and moving forward, don't worry about it so much. Just anything you want to try, go have a rip at it. Because we teach you, the basics of the business finance and stuff like that, how to fill out forms, right? So just go have a rip at anything you're interested in. Are we here to help you? For sure. But they'll just be like, oh, you didn't fill this out right. Oh, okay, blah, blah, fill it out right. That's how I do everything. I mean, that's how I go first to get it correct, because I don't really not worry about it. Just here you go, whoop, out it goes. Okay. Shadow to life, recycling in the infinity reset. Funny name. Why? Right? Why what? Why are we in the infinity reset? Shadow to life. You already know. Paul man. How would you properly transfer ownership of a property owned by an LLC to the trustee? Depends on the property, doesn't it? Some property has a title that goes with it, so the title would change to the name of the trust. Real estate has a deed, right? So the deed has to change into the name of the trust. And other things like money has to get transferred from one account to the trust. That's it. You know what I mean? It depends on what you're talking about. You see? But that's it's not that, it's how you do it anyway. How you change anything over into the name of a trust. The trust is just a corporate entity. So however you put that asset in the name of whatever it's in now, you just repeat the process, but into the name of the trust. That's it. Simple. Okay. Good question. Good question. If I it seems straightforward. All right. Luke Gordon. Hey Luke. I'm a big fan of your work. Thank you very much. Is there a site where your videos and podcasts, lectures from? No, there isn't. Uh, no. I'm coming out with a book on some of that before too long. I've already written it. I've written it almost a year ago, but I got to get it out there. I'm going to reveal the entire spiritual game and leave zero out. I just, since I know it, I'm not one of them. I don't have to be. That's not my role. My role is to help people. So, but it's not going to be on the school website because it doesn't mix with this information. I think maybe 4 or 5 people read this, and only one of them hasn't gone as I don't want to say insane, but lost their minds, lost their no, not lost their mind, lost their bearings for an amount of time that's still ongoing. Only people that I know who have done this work for many years did I give that out to, and it was just so. I decided to put it in one place, written information, but it's going to be a link to some other platform because I don't want to get the school shut down because I'm going to give away every single thing about reality, actually. All of it's hidden, but I'm going to reveal all of it. So it'll be a link you can get to. So we're working on that. Don't look for it to happen soon, but yeah. Because, in the end, spiritual technology is how you beat them. You see what I'm saying? Because they're fervent believers in, they are, you have no idea. You know what I'm saying? They're the God we trust. We be 33, the ruler of hell, the devil. You see what I'm saying? And they know it, and they all know it. They all told me that I've had so many of them tell me to my face, and I know it's a fact. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, uh, to win over them, you need to have this information like we're here in life, we got to put a roof over our heads, we have children, we have families, all that stuff. We live a regular life and so on, right? But there's hidden information that makes us so we can't get as much traction as we need to, and watch over our family and our loved ones and so on like that. Well, this information allows that to happen because nothing is hidden anymore. Not one element of anything important will be hidden ever after this book is read. Period. So I realized it was just more important to like compress it into an overview and details into one place than multiple videos. You follow me, Luke? Okay. Yeah, no, it's just, you know, what's the United States known for now? One thing, right? One thing. Censorship, right? All governments, right? But especially the United States. There is no discussion on any topic. It's just like a tape reel shooting out the fucking bullshit, right? They'll just play your piano of nonsense on the news. And in other news, a school shooting that never happened, a bomb blew up that never happened, a virus that never happened. We have more made up stuff that never happened, and we're just going to tell you it happened a million times, but it never happened. You know what I mean? That's the only thing that can be online, or YouTube, anywhere. Putting up the truth is really, absolutely, I have learned, because, like Luke said, it's not possible. It's not possible to do it anymore. So we really need to protect ourselves and our loved ones from this. You see what I'm saying? This trust puts you under a different jurisdiction, right? And it negates all prior contracts. You know, you can't be handcuffed. You can't be put in jail. I've tested all this in courtrooms and so on. They can't raise a gun at you. They literally can't touch you because you're no longer under their jurisdiction. You're under the common law, right? Everyone knows what the common law is. You say you don't, and yet you do. Everyone knows there is one law, and everyone, no matter what country they are in, can name it. The golden rule, called karma in other places. Right? Do unto others as you have done unto yourself. Why? Because it come back on you, doy. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's it. So that's the common law. And Christ give it, and so you switch jurisdiction. I'm not with the devil no more. Sorry. I'm with Christ. So that works 100%. It's spiritual technology that has been 100% flawless. Like Luke said before, I think it was Luke, free homes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm like, my goodness, here I sit twice a week, live on YouTube, with proof, and my client's proof, right? I'm not in jail. They never come near me. They're not allowed to touch me. They know it. They're afraid of me. They had to lock down Earth, let the virus of truth get out. Period. you know, and that's it. So I'm glad you got that information, Luke. I'm glad you got it, because when you read this book, you won't be so overwhelmed, and you'll get the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? Be like, oh man, those are all the missing pieces. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just an overview, the details. I mean, everything. But I can't link it to the school because we'd be inundated with questions and so on. So I'm going to take my spiritual work basically over to the side, okay? And be like, no, I'm not at the school. You see, I'm just a teacher at the school teaching financial stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll put it over there under maybe a nom de plume, or maybe just a trust will publish it like a textbook, and it won't be my name. You follow me? So, because people need the information. This is a war. every time loop, the same war for your soul, and it's easy to win. And I won it, and it's easy. It's only not easy because of two things. You lack the knowledge on how to beat them. Well, I'm going to remove that. I will put this out of the book. And two, you're programmed to fear them. And so, okay, that can be overcome with what? One thing. Knowledge. The truth. Then you can change your actions. Oh, if I don't know the truth, I can't change my actions and beat that. You see what I'm saying? If I know the truth, oh, now I know how I can change my actions and have an experience of beating them. Oh, I'll do this, and I'll try that, and this, and that. Oh my God, I keep on kicking their ass. You know what I mean? I keep on protecting my family, and, there's no problems here, and so on. This is great. Everything is true, and turns out it's like Westworld. They can't do nothing to us. Absolutely. If you use the proper spiritual technology. Okay? Yes, no longer part of the ego. We trust. Right? They censor you, right? Good. Okay. People, I want to thank you for coming. It's been wonderful. And for those people sticking with my work for a while, I'm not going to let you down. I'm going to give you this information. I'm not going to leave anything out. That's how I am. That's how I get picked to be given this information, because it's a responsibility I take. And there's no way I can explain how, this is my reason for breathing, for coming back into the body, right? With this knowledge. Hey, whoever needs it, whoever wants to win this game, here's what you need to know, right? And that's it. That's what I'm here for. So, knowledge of objective truth that we all find ourselves in. Exactly. We're the objects of this game. What are the rules? What's going on? I need to know. Absolutely. I want to be real. Anyone that asks a question, I'm going to be real. I'm going to be truthful. I'm going to be honest. That's the way it is, okay? Oh, man. I just roll. Good. Good. Fantastic. Good info. Good. The fantastic. You recommend forming separate trusts for holding multiple properties? No, I don't. But I recommend getting a separate trust for holding properties that is named as if it were a Christian church. Why? And it don't need a bank account. Why? Because why are you doing it? You're going to apply for the county for, property tax exemption, right? We'll make it easy for them. Name it after a church, so church exemption. Bingo. You follow me? And multiple properties. Well, the church has another property. You already approved it. Bingo. You get me? Keep it simple. And don't give them any other assets to get a hold of or nothing. And that property's not going to operate. Another trust could be an operations trust, paying bills, moving money, and stuff like that. Those properties just sit there, right? Or they're owed in a trust, so who's going to take them? Nothing. You're never going to get jurisdiction over nothing, because those trusts didn't even operate. It just owns the property. And that's it. You see? Just use a trust, a separate trust, like, to think of it as an onion. Each layer is to prevent risk from, bleeding over into another trust and so on. Okay? That's why my time's here for questions like that. But great question. I love answering great questions. Good question. Okay. All right. Great group tonight. Y'all were, man, I mean, there were a bunch of heavy hitter question askers in here. Thank you for all of them. This is super good. You all seem to be taken seriously. Oh, he can't get stumped, huh? Well, let me ask him this. Good. It always brings out so much cool information when somebody digs deep for a question and a thought and stuff like that. And I really appreciate y'all doing that. So thank you very much for coming. Now, don't forget to, let everyone else know, hey, you want a good Christmas? You want a good New Year's? I mean, for real, right? Get the trust to change your life. Let them know. All right, people. Have a wonderful evening. Monday, okay? Monday at noon, all right? We're going to do it again, all right? Thursday at 7. I'm glad you're here. I hope you have a wonderful evening.